People need to watch the movie Solo to understand what the world's like sometimes. But people need to watch the movie, Solo or fucking Lynn Mokita Saw's fucking book. I need to stop swearing so much. That's one thing I must do. That's a resolution of mine. Stop swearing so much. It's filthy and vulgar and disgusting. And the things that come out of my mouth sometimes are absolutely filthy. Anyway, the point is, because, there's no reason to be that vulgar. There's no reason to be vulgar at all. Anyway, the point is, I feel like now, I just want to be a good person. I just want to be a good person. I don't want evil to infect my life like it has in the past. And I don't want to submit to evil like I have in the past, because I assumed evil is something that you have a choice in the matter. You don't need to submit to evil. You don't need to give in to evil. You can rise above. That's what I forgot. Rise above. Because if you give into evil, you degenerate. Literally degenerate into a lower life form. That's what happens over time, and that's what people have forgotten. That's what people have forgotten. Watch the movie Solo. The movie's full of decadence. My fucking ancestors, and then we go with the swearing again, but you know what? I'm gonna let myself slap a little bit, because I'm just awakening to the last time I felt like a real, normal human being, and that was when I was 12 years old, and that's pretty fucking sad. But now I'm getting clarity for the first time in my life. Now I've broken up over the years here and there, but I would always put myself back into a negative state because I wanted to conquer the negative state. And then I remember, then sometimes I get so enmeshed in that negative state, but there's no need for me to ever go into that negative state again. As far as I'm concerned, I've understood human suffering and human misery, and there's no reason to possibly put myself in such a negative state ever again. And that's the goal, and that's the plan, and I won't let myself fail. I'm going to be a positive person for the rest of my life. And I won't even be wearing sunglasses really in the future. I will be a totally different person. Because I've really just awakened to my flaws in so many ways, and it's because of Emily. I mean, the spirit of goodness in the world, the spirit of greatness and triumph and beauty and love and purity is what sent her to me to wake me out of my illusion that I had put myself in for years, and now I'm finally waking up. And I don't need drugs to gain this clarity. And it's funny because when I'm completely sober, I think I've become the most lucid in many ways, because it forces you to confront the things about yourself that you don't want to confront. You can't just run off and avoid dealing with your negativity. It's like, I feel negative, so now give me a substance, and then I won't feel negative anymore. It's like, you can't do that. You can't do that. You have to. That's not a viable strategy towards overcoming any negativity within you. So that's what I'll say on that. It's my ancestors, really. They curse themselves. They don't realize it. It's my ancestors who do it. Watch the movie Solo. That's why, because this topic would take thousands of pages. It would take thousands of pages to really explain what I'm trying to say about my ancestors, the Caligulas of the world. You know what I mean now? And they curse themselves, and they don't realize. Unfortunately, we've inherited a curse, a family curse. And I don't care if people look at me like I'm crazy, or even those close to me, because they're in denial, and I know the truth about everything. Now, see, my grandfather wanted to shoot up the whole fucking family, killed my mom and her brother and her sister and my grandmother, it's inherited. He inherited that curse, and he gave rein to it because he was weak. He gave rein to it because he thought he had no choice. But you have a choice. You need to wake up. You need to wake up and remember that you're a human being and you're allowed to feel emotions. And he didn't allow himself to do that. And it's a tragedy. And many of my family squabble and they all are negative, and half the family wants to kill each other. And it's like that because they inherited a familial curse. Don't you get it? Don't you get it? That's not healthy or normal behavior. And it's because they basically, well, my ancestors were so wealthy and powerful that they had no one to tell them what to do. No one could tell them what to do. And then once you have, what do they say, an idle mind is the devil's playground? Well, it is, because if you are beholden to no one for such a long time, you get bored. You get extremely bored. It's why people end up in jail. It's why people end up in jail, because they get so bored, they have nothing to do, and they eventually lose direction, and they forget who they are, and they fall, and that's what happened. That's what happened. As far as I'm concerned, that's exactly what happened in my bloodline. They fell from grace, literally, fell from grace. They were once really up high, and then they fell from grace, and that's how I understand it.